Hey, you guys, it's Denise. Thank you so much for being here. Say hi in the chat. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. We're trying to do it a different way and it didn't work. So we're doing it the normal way. But I am so excited that you're here in the Stop Sabotaging Challenge because here's the deal. We are very good at second guessing ourselves, at taking one step forward and two steps back, in spinning our wheels for years. Am I right? Have you ever experienced that? And so here, throughout these next 5 days, we're going to learn a bit about how our brain works, how our subconscious works, how our habits work, and how we can retrain our brain in order to set ourselves up for success. So that when life happens, we don't default to our old bad habits. In fact, we have new habits that are taking us where we want to go. I have been training and working, connecting, and coaching people for over 20 years. First as a clinical psychologist, and then over 15 years as an online coach. And so I know what it takes to help us break through the bad habit, level up our mindset and our self-image in order to truly step into who God created us to be. And so if you have any questions about today's training, I'd love for you to post in the chat. Say hi in the chat. Hi, Michelle. I see you are watching. Thank you for being on. You know what we should do after this? We should post Michelle's book in this group because Michelle had a dream back in October to write a book about her story, and then she finally did it. She'd been thinking about it for years. She thought about it like on the back burner, and on that October retreat, she said, all right, I'm in. I'm going to do it. And she, over the last 6 months, she's committed to it, and it's out into the world, and it just went out yesterday. So we need to honor her. So Michelle will post it in the group afterwards. Okay, so a couple things about today's training. It was all about your circle. And what I think is really fascinating when we talk and think about the 5 people we hang around, we want to remember that these 5 people are speaking into our subconscious, meaning that we want to feel normal. We want to feel like them. We want to feel accepted by the group. And so if those 5 people are taking us down a path, and maybe they're not even like taking you, maybe they just themselves are negative or gossipy or unhealthy or, an addict of sorts or whatever, then it can be really easy for us to fall into that normal, right? I mean, think about it. When you're in college, it's like, oh, we work during the week and we binge drink on the weekends, right? Like that becomes normal. But what if you're hanging out with a group where they study on the weekends or they do mission trips or they are in service projects? I, in fact, was a part of a running club in college and woke up at 7 a.m. Monday through Thursday to go running with a group of friends, and that became my normal. So I just think that it's so important to think about who's influencing you. What are you thinking about? Who are you hanging around? Because that becomes your normal. And what I know is that sometimes we do not have the people that we want to hang around in our family or in our work situation. We have to go find them and create them. And so in my program, 90 Day U-Turn, we often, we become like a community for people who are looking to level up their community. The question is often like, where do I find people to hang out with? And in reality, it's like you go search them, you go seek them out, you find them, you join their groups, you listen to their podcasts, you become engaged, like embedded into the group. Because once you find somebody who you resonate with, the best guess, right, is the people that they attract, that they bring in, you'll resonate with them too. And we found that in 90 Day U-Turn. It's like people will tell me all the time, oh my gosh, like I've not been around this many positive, fun, growth-focused people, or not everybody is living their perfect life, right? Like that's why they joined in, but they're like, oh my gosh, I've not been around people who will actually speak life into my dreams or who aren't just complaining the whole time or whatever. And so anyway, I am excited to connect with a new friend who just joined 90 Day U-Turn 3 months ago. In fact, not only did she join 90 Day U-Turn, but she joined the Dream Life certification program so she could learn how to teach the concepts within 90 Day U-Turn to her future clients. And she's going to share with us a bit about how, let's see, Jessica, for some reason I don't see you in here. I mean, I see that you said hi, but let me see. I don't see you on my list, so let me try again. I love that, Michelle. And anytime I've done something cool, like, it's the same way. Anytime I've done something cool, I never would have done, like, the reason why I finished it is because I got a coach, because I joined a group. Like, the only reason why I was able to hit the top of my company, of course, there's lots of reasons that go into that, but it was because I had accountability, because I had people on my team that were like, we're all in this together. The only reason I was able to write a book is because, oh, there you go. Is because I found a coach that helped me do it. The only reason I was able to do a bodybuilding competition is because I found a coach who knew how to do bodybuilding competitions, you know? So finding people who are maybe 3 steps ahead of you or are interested in and willing to support you on your journey is crucial. So congratulations to Michelle, who completed her book. And I want to introduce you guys to Jessica. She came into the program 3 months ago as a part of the certification program. You get 90 Day U-Turn as a part of that program. And she has a desire to become a health coach. She's certified as a health coach. And she's like, I know that those who want to gain health self-sabotage. So we need to learn all that I can about how to support their mindset. So Jessica, let's start a little bit about why you said yes to 90 Day U-Turn and to learning these concepts to begin with. What was life like before?
Yeah, so I'm coming from, I have really bad back. Can you hear?
You're good.
Okay. So I'm from a background of corporate person and knew that where I wanted to be. And I had so much more to do. So I have my own health journey. I have lost over 85 pounds and kept it off. And I was so excited and learned that this is what I'm passionate about. I love to talk to people about health and became a health coach. But I realized there's so much more to being a health coach than just dieting, nutrition. You have to get your mindset right. And I'm someone that's still working on getting my own mindset right. So when I had actually in December joined one of Denise's online Facebook groups, and I fell in love with her whole idea of mindset and changing it. So I realized if I want to be able to really propel my business and help people, I need to change my own mindset, be confident in myself, and be able to help others. And I thought this would be a great way to get involved that way.
Awesome. So tell me a bit about what you learned throughout 90 Day U-Turn and what your favorite parts were.
So 90 Day U-Turn was actually really interesting for me because I came in with these certain goals that I had wanted to reach. I thought I knew what my obstacles were, and I'll be brutally honest that things completely changed and flip-flopped throughout. I thought it was just about building a business and getting really excited about that. But during the 90 days, I realized one of the biggest things I had to overcome was actually the fear of success and being okay saying, I want to make $1 million, and that's okay. Also coming from a background where not many people have supported me because I'm coming from a legal career as an attorney. I have a great career and I completely want to shift goals. And the people that I'm dealing with in my outside life are not supportive. The best thing that I have found with the 90 Day U-Turn is there is such a community. Like, these women just bring you in. Everyone lifts you up, and we all have similar goals, which is so exciting to meet people. And we all have different goals, but they're all very similar. And knowing that it's okay. This is something people do. You can create your own business. You can get healthy. You can work in your finances. And it's okay to have big goals. And I thought that was just the most mind-blowing thing to me to be able to really passionately speak about what I want to do, who I want to be, and knowing that it's okay to be scared right now. And Denise provides us tools on how to get to the root of that and what we can do to just make our goals come true.
I love that. You just got like 100% in the comments. Well, I hear a few things. Number one, I hear we go through a process where we kind of I call it the onion layers, you know, like one layer at a time. And we do ask those powerful questions so we can really get to like, all right, when you think of a millionaire, when you think of this, what do you think of? And it allows you to become comfortable and stretching your subconscious to create that new normal. But yeah, you're doing it in a community of people who are like, yeah, girl, let's do it. And so you can speak bold dreams without the fear of being shamed or shunned or, you know, cast out or put down or anything like that, because everybody within the group has their own set of growth comfort zone, like goal. And it's not always you guys like wanting to be Oprah or anything like that, but it's just like it's out of our comfort zone, right? And so it doesn't matter what it is, it's big to us, and that is what matters. And so the fear can be along any sort of gamut, and fear is still fear. So when you have a group of people that are speaking life, that fear starts to diminish and you start to gain confidence that yes, I can do it, and then you actually do. And so that's what I think is so cool about you, Jessica, is that you absorbed the information, you learned it, but yet you also put it to work, and you actually started creating things over these last 3 months. So tell us, like, what has moved the needle the most, or what have you accomplished?
So getting the confidence in myself to know that this is okay, this is something I want to do. I've started my freebie offer. So I created a freebie that is helping people with their relationship with food, overcoming overeating, things like that, which allows people to come to me. I also have always been very scared to do social media, be on camera, and I actually started my own YouTube channel and have a couple of videos up there now, which is really exciting. But I am now showing up on social media. I am making videos. I'm able to educate people on the things I want. And I, even through working with these women, was able to niche down and know I want to work with people who are struggling with emotional eating and having issues like this. And now I have a basis to start creating courses for people, which I'm really excited about.
Yes. Yes, you guys, here's the deal. Change never happens in isolation, because what happens when we're in our own head is we overthink, we second guess, we think we're not good enough, who's going to listen to me? All these imposter syndrome starts happening, right? And that's just a part of the game. But when you're in a group and you say it out loud, you start to shift yourself at a cellular level. You start to build that confidence. And you have the accountability, right? Where it's like, I don't care how you feel. You're supposed to show up tomorrow and finish this XYZ task. And so you'll do so much more when you know people are watching. And so I think it's the best world, like best of both worlds. I call it a loving kick in the right direction, meaning we have high expectations because we know you're awesome, but we also give a lot of grace. And the goal is to support you wherever you are at. And so in 90 Day U-Turn, you learn the Dream Life Pathway, head, heart, feet. What do you want? Do you believe that it's possible? Do you know how to go get it? And the goal is to create alignment so that the how starts to show up in your life. Have you had any moments like that, Jessica, where it's like, oh my gosh, this surprising thing just happened? Or, anything like that you can think of over these last 3 months where you'd say the how showed up?
Yeah, I mean, I guess one of the biggest things that was surprising to me is when I first came into 90 Day U-Turn, I was all about network marketing. And I love network marketing. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's like, this is what I want to do. And then I really had that shift that I'm like, that's great, but that's not what I'm passionate about. And I'm like, I like health coaching. And it's amazing how many things I just started seeing. It's like that effect where when you're not looking for it, you don't know what you're looking for. But when you get a thing in your mind, I started seeing opportunities everywhere where people need this content. People want this content, especially in our diet culture. They want to know that it's okay to have a good relationship with food and to know that they're being heard. So for me, I think the things that I started opening up in my, I think my path just changed. So my how and my why all just like diverted in a different direction, but it's amazing.
You're already getting people in the comments who are like, I need that. Janet's like, I need that. But you're right. It's like when you're in alignment, it's like clarity. It's like, what, I don't know. I feel like those glasses where you change, it's like all these different colors and all of a sudden it's clear. Or maybe the analogy should be the eye doctor, right? Where you're like, oh, all of a sudden I can see better. And I didn't even know what I was looking for. But all of a sudden, I'm starting to see it everywhere. And that is what happens when we start with these inner shifts. And so, of course, we want you to thrive in your life and have a great business and money and strong relationships. But we also know that starts first with us, right? With you. And so in 90 Day U-Turn, the goal is to get you right, and then that overflows into everything else. So if somebody's listening and they are interested in joining in the next round, in which you will be a support coach, so if you come on to 90 Day U-Turn, you will be, some of you will be connected with Jessica as a support coach. What would you say to them?
I would say, if there is even an inkling inside of you that knows that you want a little more, it doesn't even have to be some big goal, but you know that there's something inside that you're just aching to get out, to do, to be, whether it's changing your health, changing your finances, starting a business. It can really be anything. But if you have that gut feeling that there's more that you want to explore, now's the time. Tomorrow is, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Now is the time, because I mean, if you don't change, nothing changes. So you need to make the changes now to see what's going to happen in your future.
Absolutely. The words that will never take you where you want to go are, oh, I'll figure it out on my own.
Yeah.
Because if you could, my friends, you'd already be there. But change happens in community. And in 90 Day U-Turn, you get 12 plus hours of teaching and PDF like workbook that you work through on your own, answering questions about your own life. And then we meet once a week on Tuesdays as a community group to talk about that week's content. And that's where the community really comes together and friendships are built, because I put you guys into breakout rooms and you really get to know each other on a deep level. And I can tell you I have found, and you'll have to let me know, Jessica, what you think. I have found that it's way easier to talk to people who are not in my immediate circle about stuff than it is like people I know I'm going to see at the grocery store, you know?
Breakout sessions at first were really daunting to me. I was like, oh my gosh, we're going in a breakout session. What's going to happen? But those actually became my favorite part of everything, because I mean, as you go through the weeks, you get to know everybody, but everyone is just so amazing. We all have our own stories. We can all share these different things, but we all have so much in common. And you find that stuff in common so quickly with them, and you just connect. And I've never felt that anywhere else in any other program.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yay. Well, I'm excited that you're coming back for this next round as a support coach. And for those that are interested in the certification program, that's a benefit. Not only do you get to come to 90 Day U-Turn and like be a part of it, it's included in the program, but you also get to come back to, of course, go through the content again, because we want to like retrain our brain, and repetition is key. But you also get paired up and can practice the skills you're learning as a coach with people within the program, which I think is a benefit as well. So Jessica's coming back to become a support coach. So I appreciate that. You're going to be a blessing to the ladies in the group this next round. If you've got any questions, post them below and we'll go ahead and answer them throughout. But Trisha, I see your message that you would like to join. I'll absolutely message you and get you started. The community groups will start May 2nd. And so for those that are getting started this week, you get access to the material immediately, and then you'll have, we'll have the community groups starting in May. But all right, thank you so much, Jessica, for your time and your wisdom and experience today. And yes, people need like mental health in our nation. I'm sure everyone can agree, right? Like we all need as much support as we can get. And so I think you creating a program about how to have a healthy relationship with food is going to support a lot of people in this world. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jessica. And I'll be posting tomorrow morning, and then we'll be going live again tomorrow night. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.